There's a lot of YouTube coin roll hunters out there doing penny hunts, and so I'm going to announce the scores of many of the hunters out there. I'm also going to do some community shout outs, so stick around. There's a lot of YouTube coin roll hunters out there. I like to do a weekly penny box hunt, and there's a lot of other YouTubers that I like to watch their hunts and see how they're doing and kind of compare my results to other people, which I think is natural. So coin roll hunting is a game. How can you have a game if you don't have a score? I'm going to list who had the best week this week in YouTube for penny hunts. And so I'm going to list what place they came into out of 5 channels. What's the name of the channel? How many Wheaties did they find in their box? What is the oldest Wheatie they found? And what's one of the best features of their box? With penny hunts, it's kind of fun. The stakes are so low, but it's fun that I don't think people would be offended about being in a competition to see who could get the most Wheaties. Because it's just a friendly competition amongst peers. So the other thing is that some channels do more than 1 box a week. So I wasn't sure the best way to handle that. So frankly, whether this is fair or not, I just picked the first box I saw that they hunted this week. So our first channel, these are all channels that I respect and I like to watch almost weekly. So the first channel, Rob Finds Treasure, came in 5th place of the channels that I watch. He had 6 Wheaties in his first box of the week. He does a lot of boxes. So I just picked his first box. He had 6 Wheaties. The oldest Wheatie he had was 1946S, and it was a BU 1958. So most Wheaties wins. He had 6 this week. And if there was a tie, the tiebreaker is who had the oldest Wheatie. So our number 4 goes to Pam's Coins. Pam had 6 Wheaties. Her oldest one was in 1934. And one of the best features of her box is that she actually found dimes inside her penny roll. She found 10 dimes throughout the box. It was very strange. Our 3rd place Wheatie is Ray's World. He had 9 Wheaties. His oldest was 1942. And one of the neat features of Ray's hunt is the sheer number of Canadians he finds in his boxes. He's in Michigan, near the Canadian border, so he gets a lot of Canadians, young heads, King George type pennies. So our 2nd place channel for the most Wheaties this week is Stackattack. He had 13 Wheaties. His oldest one was in 1940. And one of the best features of his box, he had a very shiny BU 1956D. Number 1 most Wheaties this week is none other than yours truly, Silver Heist. I found 17 Wheaties. The oldest one in the box was 1914, and I had multiple teens and or 20s in the box. So I don't expect that to happen all the time. I've been thinking about having this for over a month, and I wasn't sure how to get it going, so I just did it. But I've been watching other people, and sometimes, you know, stackattack has a better box than me, or Pam's does, or Rob Finds Treasure. So I'm sure this is going to move around a lot. I'd like to hear feedback from these channels, whether they think this is a fun thing to do. I hope they appreciate the sort of the fun spirit this is presented in. I think it'd be fun to have a little competition inside the competition. So our first community shout out goes out to Stackattack. Now Stackattack is not a channel devoted to stacking red solo cups. It's a channel devoted to $50 coin roll hunting, penny Wheatie hunting, and silver unboxing. So Stackattack's been making videos for over 3 years. He's very consistent. One of the best things I like about him is that he has Silver Sundays and Wheat Cent Wednesdays. So he's very consistent. He produces things week in, week out, and he'll post videos whether he finds, 20 silver coins out of a box or 2, or whether he finds 2 coins out of 2 boxes. So Stack Attack, one of my favorite channels. The other great thing about Stack Attack is that he has a little extra set of hands that helps him out. So his son helps open up the boxes. So speaking of hands, let me introduce you to our second community shout out. Silver Baggins. So Silver Baggins is a silver stacking superhero, and he has an origin story. And his origin story is that he started to turn in his family's soda pop cans so that he could buy some silver for his stack. So this is a very fun channel, and he buys generic rounds of silver and he melts them down in a furnace, and he pours Baggins bars, and they are awesome looking, and he polishes them up, and it's quite a process. It's very artistic. He stamps them with a hammer. It's really fun. It's really cool to see the process, and he just auctioned them off on a live stream, and there was a feeding frenzy of people looking for to buy the very first Silver Baggins bar. So it was really great fun. He's a great channel. He has a live stream called Coast to Coast, and he's way over here in Oregon, and I'm far over here somewhere, and so I live too far away, but it would be great fun to break bread with him someday. But if I ever invited Silver Baggins over my home to have a dinner and we laid out our best sterling silver, I would be afraid that the more he spoke of his honor, the faster I would count my spoons. I'm just kidding. I would love to have, I would love to break bread with Silver Baggins someday. The great thing about it is after dinner, we could check our soda pops and go out and buy some silver. So check out Silver Baggins' channel. Silver Baggins out! The last channel I want to highlight had one of the biggest $half scores that I've seen in the last couple of weeks. And his channel's name is Quenched Gaming. He had a box and he got over a roll of silver out of a box. It was called Whole Roll of Silver, a Coin Roll Hunter's Dream, $half hunting. And he found 27 silver $half out of his box, including Franklin, 90% JFKs, 40% JFKs, all adding up to over a whole roll, 27 silver $half. But then on the next week, he had a video entitled Full Box of 2018 NIFCs, Coin Roll Hunting $half. And when he opened the box and he found nothing but 2018 NIFCs, there was a epic, uncensored disappointment coming through his voice. So when I grew up, we watched ABC's Wide World of Sports, so we knew about the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. And so the agony of defeat was a man coming down a ski ramp, and instead of leaping and soaring, he came down the ski ramp and he lost balance and he tumbled and he cartwheeled and he wiped out. So on a weekly basis, we were exposed to the idea of the agony of defeat. But I'm afraid with people being raised on social media today, all they see is the thrill of victory. With social media, people don't realize when they're watching other people's stories, they're only watching the greatest hits. People edit out the agony of defeat, and they only post the thrill of victory. So please check out all of these channels, including Stack Attack, Silver Baggins, and Quenched Gaming. If you really want to do something supportive, go over to Quenched Gaming and check out either his whole box of silver, Coin Roll Hunter's Dream, or the full box of 2018 NIFCs. And in the comments at his channel, leave some kind of comment that either says thrill of victory or agony of defeat, and let him know happy hunting. So that's the news from Lake Wobegon. But wait, there's one more thing. We're a channel that features coins and the stories behind them. The story behind this coin is that it's part of my personal collection, and I bought it off a third grader. when I also was in 3rd grade. So we feature stories about my old childhood coin collection. We feature penny and $50 weekly coin roll hunts, and we also feature some purchases of silver for my silver stack. So if you like seeing coins, please subscribe. And if you want to see some more coins right now, please click on one of our featured videos.